Bro, we're about to get you to diamond right here. It's exciting.
Yeah.
54% win rate. Okay, off Fiora. Very much struggling. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being an OTP, to be fair. We're trying to be one of the best Fioras in NA.
Yeah.
What is your end goal with League?
Probably Challenger.
Oh, we're going for it. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I like that. First thing on the list is going harder with the trades with PTA. Obviously, we just always want to just proc PTA, like when we have PTA. Whenever we go in for a trade, we just want to proc it. It just makes sense with the rune, you know, hitting enemy deals 40%. Like once you get it, you get the bonus damage and you get exposure damage too. So
Yep.
you get the drill. Anytime you trade like that, it's just always worth it to go for the 3. Go for the 3. So, but I mean, overall, this game was really good. So we'll probably like speed through this a little bit, but obviously there were still a few things that we need to look at. So, so like we don't really have cheater recall option because, you know,
yeah,
cannon wave is in the middle. Yeah, because the way the cheater recall works, like we showed prior, we want to catch it again, like right in this area, just like right here somewhere. Even if it's here, that's fine. Preferably more in this zone, but if it's up here a little bit, that's fine as well. We can even catch it a little late right here, and that's fine too. But anywhere that's past, you know, this mark where it's on our side, that's where we want to catch it. And when you do it properly, like we did in the practice tool, that's what it would look like, and we would catch it like that. But I mean, this isn't a bad, like this is still fine. Like there's really nothing wrong with this at all. It's not a cheater recall by any means, because like I said, the cheater recall would require this wave to get hit by the tower as well.
Yeah.
That's what makes it a cheater recall. But it's not bad. It's just like there's no, what happens here is we just don't get opportunity. It's just a little game of ping pong because now he can safely reset and then he gets, you know, wave reset. So right here, when he comes back, I just wanted to see better trades, and that's what I wrote down, just the more PTA trades, which we started to get deeper with the trades as the game went on. Like you got more comfy with it and then you were going for it. But when we were going for like Q pokes and stuff like that, our trades were just like Q auto instead of like actually finishing out PTA. You know what I mean? Because I would have just liked to see like, you know, Q auto E, E2, and then boom, that's huge damage. Good ward here. We don't need the ward in the bush, because even if, when we look at like red side vision, even if he was to jump over, you know what I mean? You're going to see him right here when he jumps over the blast cone if he does. Yeah, like right here, we could just, you know what I mean? That's a perfect opportunity. Yeah. Like that play style of you queuing in and hitting a vital and running away, that's grasp. That's grasp play style. You know what I mean? We got to go deeper with it. We got to go harder. But like I said, you got more comfortable with it as we went on, but that's perfect trade.
I usually play more aggressive, but I think I'm just trying to get over like the last game, so I was playing a little scared.
You're good. I mean, you ended up going crazy this game. Your split push was perfect. And like I said, split push, playing like that will get you to diamond, I promise. That pressure from split pushing, that's your next step. You've got the mechanics now. I see in the op.gg, I see the 13 kill games. I see the 15 kill games. Trust me, I see it. I know you can do it. But the next step is learning the split push. Would you say that you've been split pushing like you have in these last 2 games in your prior games?
Probably not.
Do you notice how it drags out the games and makes it so much harder for the enemy to play? Like even the game you lost, how the game went 40 minutes, it gives you so many opportunities. You know what I mean? It makes games go longer because it's harder for enemy to play. Now, obviously, it might not look the best on your KDA. Like there's going to be games where you might go 4-9 like you did in that Warwick game, but that's not what wins you the games. At the end of the day, what wins you the games is blowing up this guy right here. So, and Fiora is one of the best split pushing champs in the game. This play here, I think that you could have killed when we slide parry here. Whenever you're fighting in a bush, dude, just put the ward down so you don't mess up. You got 2 of them, you know what I mean? Just put the ward down. Because if you just like, you know you're going to fight in the bush here, when he comes up, it should be your first thought to just ward this bush. It takes literally a millisecond and you don't even think about it anymore. And then you can go kite into the bush, because you got to think that's also very advantageous for you as well if you think about it, right? So let's watch it from his vision. Let's watch it from his vision here. So not only are you struggling with this, like fighting out of the bush, so is he. So if you put the ward down, that gives you the advantage. He didn't even put, he missed Q there because he doesn't know where you are either. So it's something to think about. Anything that you're struggling with when it comes down to like fighting like that in a bush or like whatever, the enemy is also dealing with the same thing. So how do you get the advantage over the enemy? Always be thinking about there's always a way to get an advantage over the enemy. We're about to get aggressive here in 5 seconds. I like this aggressive because we use his W, so we know cooldowns, right? So he doesn't have it for another 8 seconds. So we can go. slide parry into him, right? Or at least posture in front of him. So if I was going to do this ulti, I would want to get the vitals that are facing down first, right? I want to hit right, bot, left, instead of trying to go the other way. And then I may have a chance. But like, notice the positioning here. So it's like, we just need to go down to this one here. Which we did try to do. Okay, we did try to do. I'll give you that, actually. Now let's watch it slow-mo. Okay. You couldn't. You're fine. We'll get a pass on that. Q was on cooldown. You had the right idea. Actually, I take it back. You were trying to do the right pair. Like, this is the right rotation, is to go right bot, left top. And you were trying to do that. He just flashed out of the way. So that's fine. I'm not going to lie to you. I think you might like flash better in this lane. Because you can flash and catch. You can flash in front of him and catch it on purpose.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I've tried that before, yeah.
And also, like, it calls for some really fancy plays too. So imagine if we had a flash instead. You just like flash parry in front of him, and it looks really cool too. I mean, you know what I mean? Make a little montage or something.
But I like Ghost better because you can just dodge all his attacks. And you can just space him out.
I'm okay with Ghost, but if you're gonna run Ghost, you were running Ghost a little improperly, right? Because you're using Ghost to engage. Like like especially this play down here, we just Ghost. And like, you don't need to worry about like not getting your Ghost or like it messing up because it's on a 210-second cooldown. So we compare that to Flash, that's 1.5 minutes less than Flash, right? You're always gonna have Ghost more than this guy has Flash. And I'd prefer you to use it on cooldown. I think it's better. Yeah, what is this? How does he not die for that? Pretty sure he like, he should definitely
QW.
Yeah, he should definitely die for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely. That's just a mechanical thing again there. But he should not be allowed to do that. That should be illegal. I like these wars, though. These wars are good. We go down, we get this. And you know the whole legend stack thing, right? Where it's like, okay, yep.
You get 1.
Yep. So we go from 3 up to 4. Perfect.
Yep.
So we just get immediate attack speed just for walking down, and we don't miss anything for it, so it's great. More of an ADC thing more than anything, but because ADCs go bloodline, but still. I like it, too, for top lane. Great trade. Then we're about to turn this dive. So this dive, I mean, it's fine. I just got scared that you were going to run away from it. Thank God we didn't. Yeah. So like I said, in these situations, we want to get their important abilities out first. And the way we do that is by pressuring them, right? Ulting them, using Ghost, like whatever we've got. Obviously, you don't want to flash in his face or something like that. But just ulting him is enough pressure to like scare him, right? You Ghost, you Ghost, use ult. And I mean, technically, you could have just stood here and just like took it and just parried it. You know what I mean? You could have just killed him anyway. But like, this is fine. And there's just no panic at all. This guy just dies. You got to keep in mind you're going to get the heals from your ulti too. A lot of hesitation back and forth, back and forth. Even though you hesitated, like you still get it. You know what I mean? But obviously, just try to have more confidence on those dives, especially when they're only like 2 auto attacks from death.
Yeah. Because
that's going to win you the game. And it basically does. Like, this guy never comes back from this. You guys were 0. You guys were 0-0. Like, even gold. And now it's over for him. Yeah. So wave it. Like, the reason you're allowed to go deep ward, obviously, is because there's no minions. Like, this is like a 15. Yeah. This is your 15-second window, right? Where you can just walk down. So, because there's no waves here. Which we do. Awesome. Perfect. Boom. Preferably, we would put the ward here, though. So we can see both of these. But that's okay, too, because it does help you in case you get ganked. And you get to see it from screens away, which is great. And then the proxy. So let's go. Why is proxy good? So
it kind of makes them lose on XP and gold, possibly.
This is why proxy is good here. So when we look at our vision, what do we see? 1, 2, 3. The only person that could be here is Hecarim. And when we press tab, we realize that Hecarim is 1 in 3. And we have Ravenous. We can definitely 2v1 them with ulti here. Right? So this is why this is okay. Now, obviously, we want to keep our eyes up on any rotations that could possibly happen. But this really just throws off the enemy team entirely. This guy has to come off Gromp because he doesn't know what to do either. He doesn't know if he can stay on Gromp or whatever. So you're pulling the whole, like I said, this whole coaching session, in my opinion, is about you learning how to pull pressure and more of the macro gameplay. And also, I want to make sure that you understand this too. You can only proxy like this if you have Ravenous. Do not try to do this without Ravenous. Like, this is a Rav Rush exclusive thing to do. because you don't clear the wave fast enough. Like when you have Ravenous, you heal off the wave, so that's why it works. But notice, I mean, he's walking away from the wave to try to stop. Like, they don't know what to do. Like, it just, Proxy just breaks people's brains for some reason. It's just, even like in Grandmaster Challenger, Proxy just breaks people. I like the aggressiveness here. It's good. And we almost killed this guy, too.
Yeah.
Now, I honestly, I'm going to be real. I think you could have won this here. I wanted to see, Hackram's doing wolves. Sona is way out of position. Doesn't know what to do. The parry, just hold it longer.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking that since I was like right next to her, I thought the Vayne was just gonna knock me back. So I thought I'd parry that. It's kind of weird predict, but
yeah. I think that it's just better to go react than predict in that situation because, like, imagine if you would have held it and then got a stun on Yon there. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like if we just slow it down. I think react is just better. Predict, not worth. But you're pulling, once again, you're pulling all these people top. Like, this is just like last game. Look how many people are up here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Boom. Like, what? Like, my team's getting dragged. Like, this is perfect. I mean, like, if you just take one with you here, beautiful. But, like, react is so much better here.
Yeah.
Because you just would be able to get at least one, maybe both if you got a stun here. You know what I mean? But I mean, like I said, in the grand scheme of things, you end up getting the dragon for it, so it's worth it. But preferably, I want it to be even more worth it because we get that too. Dragon is down, which means we're allowed to greedy teleport into the top lane. That's awesome. This kill, just finish it. Just go kill this guy. Let's watch this in slow motion. Because I know, like, gotta get rid of the hesitation. Gotta know that we're ahead here. We're very strong. Watch, look at the neck. Once he uses this, also you like back, like this whole play is kind of awkward because I don't know why we would back away from him because he's not going to kill you. You know what I mean? We just cut the corners here. We get rid of his escape. His only escape is to go down, right? So instead of posturing that way, we like really want to just come in and cut that escape off instead of like this wiggling here. Like we want to cut him off here because he can't. Nah, you're not losing. Yeah, there's no way that he could kill you. There's no way. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's just no way. You would probably be able to go AFK and let your champion just auto attack only, and it would still probably get the kill. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when we move this way, we give him a chance to escape. Now, what I want to say, you have Ghost. Once he's here, just go. Look at this Vital.
I was looking at that, but this Silas was coming, so I was scared that he might kill me afterwards.
Nah, we just go. We just finish him. You don't have a shutdown. You don't have it. Like, there's nothing. We're excelling our gold lead here and pushing this guy so far out of the game that we're going to be able to do what we were. I mean, obviously, we were able to do it anyways throughout. You know what I mean? We were able to split push and kill him under tower. But the more that we can put our counterpart behind, the better. He's going to be the one that's responding to you for the whole game, not Silas. Silas needs to be in the team fights. Silas has to be in the team fights. If Silas is stuck responding to you, they lose game. Proxy, obviously, it's just too late to proxy. But, I mean, it works out here. I like that we're at least, like, feeling comfortable experimenting and trying things, so that's good. We get this, we go back because we have seeds. There's no reason to recall because what happens if we recall? We're not stopping this anyways. So we just go for this while we have our two ranged champions up here. We get a little aggressive here. I like this. This is fine. We just want to be really careful with it just because, you know, we just don't have... Just always be watching the minimap on that play because, you know, you just don't see a lot of people. You only see two. You know, Yon's bot lane, but Vayne could show up. Vayne, Hekram. Really don't want to give them any gold. Those are the two people that we really want to avoid giving gold this game. Good kill there. Boom. Presence of Mind almost gives us enough mana to do it. He somehow kills this guy, by the way. Yeah. Does he just one-shot him? I think he just one-shot. Oh, the Fizz ult. Yeah. Way's ult is basically like Fizz ult. Okay, opposite side of neutral. Perfect. What do? We waste the parry. Yeah, okay. I mean, we get the kill, but we just don't parry here. Like, we just don't need to. You know what I mean? Like, what does the parry do here besides slow down your damage? Like, walk me through the parry. Why? What's the parry for here? What are you thinking?
Well, here, I thought I could finish the kill off, and I didn't see Silas, so I thought he'd be hovering like mid or something, mid or.
But don't you just finish? Can't you just finish it without the parry though? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can.
Parry is your most important, your most valuable tool in your kit, right? So if you're able to get kills without using parry, that's huge.
Yeah.
Like anytime you can get a kill without using parry, that's massive, massive, massive. So just think about that. Think about that the next time you're like going for a play like that. Remember that keeping your parry up, super valuable, as long as you still have parry. Then we're gonna get this, we recall, perfect. I mean, it's a little awkward there, but it's okay. This was great. I like the walking through the jungle, just ghost here. Just use it because if you get the kill here, you're gonna be able to, like, once again, this is just another minimap thing, like where we see 1, 2, 3. And it's like, if we can kill this guy, we probably get the tower here, and it's huge, right?
Yep.
Another little mini-map thing that we got to notice there. And then they won't get away from us. We can just shove. We do end up getting this anyways, but I'm just saying. It's just easier if we don't have to risk it, and we can just get it anyways. So. And then, when we get... This is a little bit of an overstay. So, there's really nothing to play for after you get this, right? Once you get this, it's time to flow. Because you're not taking the towers here. Now we flow to mid lane. So we should already have our next play in mind and be like, okay, once I get the inhibitor, I need to rotate and go get this tower now, right? So that's my flow. Because now he's going to catch this wave and he's going to clean this up while I go and rotate mid and get the next tower. Like, and we should, but we should already be thinking that. But as we're taking this inhibitor, as we're taking it, we already know that our next play is just, oh, I'm going to walk over. And you can do it super fast because it's already taking aggro. We can just walk over, Q over the wall here, and then we're there. And then we take the next tower. So it's just perma pressure, dude. It's perma pressure. It's using Fiora's mobility to our full advantage, right? So we just don't need this wave. Because think about this. With this wave too, let this wave push back out. Because then, you know, 2 minutes from now, you're going to catch a massive stacked wave because it's going to slow push back out once he clears. You're going to catch a massive stacked wave right here with like 12 minions. And then what happens there when you clear this wave, or what happens here when you don't clear this wave and you let this wave push back out and slow push back, this entire wave is slowly just going to the void because you didn't kill these minions. So these minions are slowly pushing up. They're going to lose this wave. They're going to lose this wave. They're going to lose the next wave that comes out. And then by the time you come back to this lane, it's 2 minutes later and there's like 12 minions for you here and they miss so much. This is just like, you know, thinking ahead. We're just thinking ahead, you know? We go get this. Perfect. Then we just recall. Very strong. Top side push. And this is here we go. We're just going to watch this from up here because this is what happens when we split push like this. This is the perfect, like, 4-1, basically. This guy dies because we cheese him in the bush. He's not expecting you to be here, right? Just not expecting it. And then you cheese this guy up here. Perfect kill. Okay, now watch the remainder of the map because all of our team are down here, right? So they're fighting. Nobody even knows. Nobody's even pinging you. Nobody. Nobody. They're all too worried about this. They're too worried about this. Notice this guy spawns up, doesn't even respond to you. Right?
He's taking the wave.
Yeah, they don't even, they're more focused on the 4 and they don't care about the 1. These guys all ran out of base right here. Look what they do. All of them just run out of base. What do? While you're taking that. Yep, they're going for the 4. This is why the 4-1 split is so good. This guy doesn't care. He goes down as well. I'm not going to lie to you. Kind of smurf play from Udyr to actually pull the whole fight down here. Not going to lie.
Yeah, he's 100% a smurf.
He, like, that's one of the... I don't even know if it's intentional. But, like, if it is intentional, it's really smart to pull a fight down. Because then they all run out of base and they run straight to this fight. While you have yet to be pinged yet. Nobody's pinging you. You're just ending they're still fighting. Nobody's... And then, look. Nobody came for you at all. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's so crazy. That's your way to diamond, brother. Your next step as a Fiora player is to master the split push.
Yeah.
Take everything that you've learned thus far, matchup knowledge now, you got the mechanics, you got the combos, you got the things that you need to do, but I don't know if you've got the split push there yet. I think that is our next step as a Fiora player, is mastering the split push. That's the whole point of Fiora. Well, I mean, I guess the next time we'll get a session will be when you're pushing for masters then, huh?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions or anything?
No, you know, I learned a lot.